How about that?
Woo woo.
What is up? We made it. Baggin and Braggin 2.0 as promised. Episode number 48. Finally got an intro. Thanks to Meesh and Corey for putting
Oh,
that together.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, so he took the music over too?
Yeah, I could not get any creative music
Oh,
juices
man.
flowing.
Yeah, well, so it looks pretty good. Happy that we have an intro now. I feel official. I feel like we finally made it. Episode 48 here. Real quick before we get into everything, interview today with Tommy Sliker. We're going to go into our games at the end of the show, a little bit of bragging along the way, and a very special mindset with Meesh as we get ready for our 30-day challenge. So, yeah, that's a pretty nice intro there. We got a little bit of everything in it. I got my hairstyle in there. You got your fun interview with some celebrities. I mean, we look official now.
So dope. Let's go.
The
Like
only
we're
thing that is
important.
going to be an issue is we did our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdowns, and then our awkward knuckles highlights and stuff, and in our transition. Now we got to change the stinger transition and everything too for our commercial. So we'll have to blend it
Why?
all nicely because the
Oh
music
my.
is different.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine. Yeah,
but
I
I like
guess.
it.
I suppose. But
I
hey, I'm
suppose.
happy about it.
Yeah.
You have had a busy and will continue to have a busy day. So
Yeah.
glad you could carve out a little time for us to get this knocked out. But are you feeling frazzled?
I'm just jittery, I guess, about everything I have to do. I was trying to figure out when I was going to have time to eat, and I was like, nope, there's not enough time when I get home, so I had to get fast food on the way home, which is going against my rule. And you start eating fast food, you shouldn't have it, and then they mess up your order, and you're kind of like, well, you shouldn't be here anyway. This is a sign. But it was good, but man, I just feel I don't know, I feel jittery and like bloated, and it's not really into the groove of the day yet. But we'll kind of segue into the bragging section as I was at the orthodontist, and I decided to go ahead and sign up for the Invisalign. So we'll get these choppers all straightened out and whitened, and
But you
start doing
can't
things
like
that way.
talk with Invisalign in, right?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do really, really well. And
Okay.
one thing I liked about them is it's kind of similar to what we're doing with our 30-day program. Is that they made me feel like they're gonna be along the path with me. You know what I mean? It's not just me doing it. They're like, hey, if you have to skip a day or something like that, just be open with us and be honest and communicate back and forth, and we'll make it work. So I'm like, all right, cool. That puts me at ease a little bit because I definitely don't want to be talking for 14 hours a day and like, hey guys, welcome to open open number 7. Like, yeah. I don't know why I'll develop a little bit of a list, but
Oh my god. Oh, that would be so bad. 'Cause I don't know if I could do that. I can't even do that. Like accent. Like, oh, that's such a good one. Hey guys.
most
No, I
important
can't do it.
there you go, you did it. Most important bragging segment though. 17 years old today. Happy birthday to the kiddo, Jade Castler,
Yay. Almost an
17.
adult.
I know, 12 months away from no more child support.
Okay, that
Oh,
is something to celebrate.
I know she's doing great, man. I'm excited, and we went out to her Mexican restaurant. I cannot get this kid to order a meal to save her life. She ordered a cheese quesadilla again. I'm like, how do you go to a Mexican restaurant and order a cheese
Maybe when
quesadilla?
she's 18, Wally.
Man, put aside the Pop Tarts and cheese quesadilla, please. But
Hey, that's
no,
Rome won't even eat that. He'll eat a tortilla. He'll eat cheese. He will not eat a quesadilla. So
yeah,
you're a step beyond me.
no, I'm happy though. Everyone's wishing her happy birthday, so I love her.
Happy birthday. Well, I want to brag on some California cornhole players or the California cornhole players as a whole because it wasn't, just a year or so ago that the talent was here, but it wasn't
Hmm.
like actually Nick and I were discussing like the young guns, the Cali young guns versus the Brat Pack. Like they're not there yet, right? Because
Right.
Tony Smith's in the Brat Pack and Bella, and there's some names in there that make it really difficult to compete, Hunter Thorne. But the Cali young guns Man, that's tough, right? You got Spencer Fabianar, you got Tony Forbes, you got Frisch, you got Brunson. I mean, these young players from Cali are coming, and I don't think it'll be long before they can compete. Obviously we know they can compete, but if we're going to compare a competition of Brat Pack and Young Guns.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember a couple of years ago with the around the ACL, they were like, "There's nobody out there in the West Coast," and you're like, "I think we have it in Adrian Brunson." And I can honestly say there's a respectable 8-person crew that you guys can put together now coming out of California that can compete. So,
Totally.
segue into my next bragging point is Brotherhood Cornhole.
Oh, there you go.
They agreed to come on as the Ohio sponsor. So there you go. So we made it a little announcement yesterday, Burning Out ACL Live. If you're looking to sponsor an open, reach out to us. We'll make it happen. And he said, "Hey, I got a lot of the young, talented boys from California, Spencer Fabianar and Tony Forbes. They're coming out there throwing Brotherhood bags. I want to get them on the live feeds as much as possible." So I said, "Let's do it."
Smart.
So they're going
Yeah,
to
and that's the other thing I will say is,
these
like,
things.
Spencer and Tony specifically, they're
Hmm.
traveling. Like, they
Yeah.
are going, they're doing the thing, and I think it's not easy when you're on the West Coast.
Right. Right.
Not many events over here, and they're doing the thing, so I'm really happy, and I think probably Brotherhood has a lot to do with that too and their
Yeah.
support, but, it's cool to see them out there playing.
Yeah. I'm excited for this weekend. Got myself and Jake Brannon on the call this weekend. So this is kind of
Nice.
what I've been pushing for. I believe Corey's going to be at home pushing some buttons and make sure everything goes smoothly for us. Little nervous about the setup. It's our first time putting it together because Chase and Corey did it in Myrtle Beach, but
Okay.
I got faith in us. I think we'll be able to pull it off. And
Between you and Jake, is he gonna be there for
yeah,
setup?
yeah, we'll both be there, so I will
There
be
you
okay.
go. 2 heads, right? 2
Yeah,
heads.
yeah, two good heads, and then Corey at home. So
Yeah.
once we get it plugged in, he can kind of control our computer if we can't figure it out. But got another one of my bragging segments. Ryan Trader's heading back out there to Ohio. He'll be playing with Ryan Windsor this weekend. I got a chance to
Ryan.
play against
Wait, we
him.
have 2 sets of Ryans.
Yep. Always. There's like so many Ryans all of a sudden out of nowhere. But I got a chance to play against him this weekend. I beat him 21-17. I defeated Ryan Trader. The little bit of
Is
an
this on film?
it was not on film, but the little bit of an asterisk next to it because he had 3 bags and I had 4. And I only beat him 21-17.
That's so sad.
It was so like it was bad for me, but it was so good for him because I was hitting my blocks and then he would roll over it. Just you know what I mean? He doesn't need a pile to roll over like some of these roll bag players.
Yeah,
He gets that pop and the bag rolls over naturally, and he
like a
is
little
just
launch.
so accurate with it. It's ridiculous. So he had one bad round at the end where I scored like 5 or 7 to win or something like that, but he was beating me the entire game, man. Ryan
With
Trader's
3
nasty
bags.
with 3 bags.
3 bags and half your age, no big deal.
Right.
More
Man,
right? Well, we won't get into that.
no.
It's a little bit more than half.
Not important.
Not important. We're gonna sidestep that. No, obviously Ryan is incredible, and yeah, we'll see. I mean, can he do what no one has done before? Win 3 opens in one season. It's already impressive that he's won 2. But like, it wouldn't surprise me. That's the weird thing. Like, if he
Right.
went out and won this weekend, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, it'd be amazing. But I'd be like, well, yeah,
I would love to
he
see
only
it.
competed in 4, right? So he's competed in 4 opens. He's won
Yeah.
2, and then didn't he make it all the way to like the end in the other 2? Kind of.
Pretty sure he made deep runs. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say at least top 5 every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not
He's on
not
point.
impossible at all. All right. Well, we are going to take a quick break here. We're going to come back with Tommy right after this. Welcome, everyone. It is time for our interview, and today we have Tommy Sliker. He's 35 from South Carolina. He's been playing cornhole for 3 years, is a rookie pro. He has a wife and 2 kids. Outside of cornhole, he enjoys playing video games and hanging out with his family. Welcome, Tommy, to the show.
Thanks for having me.
What's going on,
Absolutely.
buddy?
What's up? Long time no see.
I know. Gotta fix that.
Well,
When you move to SC, you can.
yeah, well, that's actually a possibility, right, Wally?
Yeah, all the SC guys are trying to get me to go out there, so it's kind of
Uh-oh.
similar to what happened in KC. Like when I moved out to KC, there's this overwhelming like
flood of people saying, come to KC, come to KC. And like Trevor Brooks, Tommy, Angel, I mean, all those guys, you know, Kyle, they're all like, come to South Carolina now. So we'll see.
We shall see. All right, we're going to ask some questions to get to know you better. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get into some of our fun questions and games. So sit back. It's going to be fun. But first question, what's most important in your life besides cornhole?
Just my family. I have a daughter who's 10 and my son's 9. So raising them, trying to make sure they become awesome humans, you know.
Were you like somebody that wanted a big family, or what was your perception of going into parenthood?
I just wanted a boy and a girl, and it just worked out perfect. And I was like, all right, that's enough.
Boxes checked. Moving on.
I was kind of afraid it was gonna be girl forever, you know, which is great. Like once I had my daughter, it was so great. I was like, you know what? When the next one came, I was like, I don't care at all.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of how my family is too, because my sister wasn't supposed to be able to have kids. She had a girl. Her husband, or you know, now has a girl. Their second kid is a girl. My daughter's a girl. My brother's daughter, you know, a female. So it's like we don't have a single boy in our family. The name's gonna die out with us.
Gonna die.
Yeah.
We no more Castlers.
You kind of talked there about. You kind of talked there in the intro about being a gamer. What's your gaming setup like?
I play
Basic,
on PC.
You got a good setup.
Yeah, I got a 3090 graphics card. Just an okay processor, but so I just play Fortnite all the time because it's like one of the only games that really runs smooth for me. So I do that, and then you know, because I have my son, he plays with me, so that's pretty fun.
There you go. So what's something that shaped you to become the person that you are today?
That's a good question. I guess it just started with my parents, just always kind of keeping me working and stuff. I got a job like as soon as I could when I was 15, and I've never not had a job. So just been working forever, getting good at things that my parents were good at. They kind of taught me the computer stuff. I'm a web developer. And you know, I met my wife in high school. So that's been the same forever too. And yeah.
High school sweethearts, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it's my best friend met her husband in high school too, and it's so cool to see because they have all the pictures and all the prom and all that stuff. They get to keep it going. It's pretty cool to see.
Oh yeah, it is. We have a hard drive full of pictures and stuff from when we were kids, and it's fun to look at sometimes.
Yeah, super cool. All right, so what are your cornhole goals? It could be this season or just generally over the course of your career.
This season, you know, a lofty goal. I'm planning on being rookie of the year. All right.
All right.
And nobody, you know, I don't think anybody thinks I have a shot, and that's cool, and I get it. But I'm working in the background. You know, I got some ideas.
I'm sensing a theme with these rookies, Meesh, as they all have their eyes on the same prize.
Yeah, so like rookie of the year is like the hot commodity for sure.
Well, coming into, you know, Tommy, we kind of talked about it when I was out there visiting in South Carolina last time, and you weren't even sure if you wanted to go pro. So, you know, what kind of changed your mind? What made you want to become a cornhole pro?
You know, I wanted to be a pro for a while. You know, it's just getting to that level. I think I just didn't want to get my hopes up, and then you know, it not happen like it did the year before. Because so I think that was just me, maybe worried a little about expenses, worried about like the travel, things like that, and then on top of just not wanting to think about it till it actually happened.
So, do you work for yourself? Like, can you bring your work wherever you go?
So I work for AgFirst Farm Credit Bank, but I do work remote, so I have a laptop and stuff that I can work from. So there may be some days where I'm working near the venue, or I might just take vacation time. We'll see.
Yeah, that makes sense. What would you say? We talked about cornhole goals. Do you have any just general life goals?
Just maintaining. Just
That's like,
I don't know, trying to.
he's got a
I
sense of
maybe
stability in his life,
retire
you know?
eventually.
What, Wally?
So he's got a sense of stability in his life that we're kind of getting a little theme. He just wants to make sure
Yeah.
everything keeps working. It's a well-oiled machine right now. If it ain't broke.
You've worked hard to get where you are. I get it.
Yeah, just trying to keep it from falling apart.
All right, so
Well,
let's dive a little bit.
You're gonna have teenagers at some point, Tommy.
Right.
So you know.
That's what I'm worried about, and they already are acting like teenagers. So my daughter,
There you go.
especially, with the TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
So I got my hands full.
Mm-hmm.
Let's dive a little bit deeper here, man. Since it's kind of a routine and everything's straightforward for you. What's something that a lot of people wouldn't know about you?
That's a good question. Maybe like my musical talents, maybe.
What? I did.
Okay.
Tell me more.
I can play the drums, the guitar, stuff like that. I've recorded a lot of stuff back in my heyday.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so I got some music videos out there somewhere.
What?
They're not on Chad Hunt's level, but
I have to see
You
these.
guys got to record something now. Then I mean, you guys anytime you guys are on a live feeds, I need like a little intro video for you guys.
Yeah, it'll be your own music bringing you in.
yeah, I retired, but I'll see if Chad's still doing his thing, and if so, hey, he might can bring me out of retirement.
That'd be awesome. You guys be the only one.
I love this idea. All right, what's a piece of advice that you'd like to give our viewers and listeners?
Let's see. Advice for our viewers and listeners.
It could be cornhole, or it could just not be cornhole.
Let's
Either
go
way.
cornhole.
Okay.
And just say, just enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
I've been a fan for a long time. I'm watching everything. As soon as you quit loving it and enjoying it, it becomes more like work, and that puts pressure on you. So just have fun and grind at your house, practice, and then when it's time to play, enjoy it.
I think that's awesome advice. All right, we're going to take a quick break and come back with more with Tommy after this. So now, Tommy, it's time just for some fun random questions. So I'll start us off with mountains or ocean?
Mountains.
Okay.
Where do you buy your t-shirts at?
Walmart.
It does have a nice assortment.
Walmart rack.
There you go.
I looked at the discount rack. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, unless I get one special made or something.
No, he has is it Rugrats or what? I know that he has like a.
It's like always like cartoons that I've watched.
Yeah, it's like
Looney
cartoons.
Tunes, Ninja Turtles. I mean,
Prince, rocking the Prince.
Yes, the Prince one. I got the Looney Tunes and the Space
That's what it is.
Jam and all that stuff.
Space Jam.
And I always rock
Space
them under my
Jam.
jerseys now. So
That's amazing. All right, snow or sand?
snow.
Okay.
Favorite cheat meal?
What the heck is that? Every meal.
I love cornhole players so much.
Right?
Okay, let's go with chicken Alfredo.
Ooh, good one. What game show do you think you could win?
Gotta be Wheel of Fortune.
Nice. Love Wheel of Fortune.
Do you have a famous celebrity lookalike?
Back when I was skinny, it was Rob Dyrdek.
Oh, really?
I got that a lot.
Can't picture you without the beard.
Yeah.
I need to get some of that beard, by the way. I'm not digging the baby face. I don't know what I did. I messed up.
But yeah, if Nick like goes babyface, he like walks out and I'm like, what is this? Like I don't want to be married to an 18-year-old. Get that back.
I've actually never shaved, so that's strange.
Yeah. When you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Football player.
What position?
Running back.
Okay. You got any shows you're binge watching right now?
I started Better Call Saul again.
I never finished it.
I didn't either.
Well, I finished it. I finished it till like what was out, and then the next season came out, and it was so long that I couldn't remember. And I was like, man, I don't want to start it over.
I just started over, and then I quit watching it after a couple seasons, and then a couple years later, I'll watch it again.
Nice. What's your favorite band or music?
Chief Keef.
What is that?
He's a rapper.
What is it?
He's a rapper, Chief Keef.
Chief? I've never heard of him.
Sosa.
Worth a Google.
I will Google.
Neither of y'all know who Chief Keef is?
I do. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's the your favorite TV or favorite show or favorite movie?
All time.
All-time Shooter with Mark Wahlberg.
That's one that I watch on the plane like all the time. When it's on the plane, like I always watch it for some reason.
Anything on your bucket list?
Bucket list. I don't really have one.
Okay.
Just maintain.
Keep it rolling.
Okay, fine. Retire.
That's
a dream that keeps going. Just keeps going back.
Best Fortnite player that you played with?
Played with or
like cornhole pro or player?
Oh, cornhole player. Probably Austin Cameron.
Okay.
All right, we are going to switch to a game that Wally created called Spin the Wheel.
Yeah, I got to go to the other computer here. Hold on. All right. So this is basically going to be, I don't know if you've heard me talk about this or not. We're going to basically do 3 different wheels. We have players on 2 wheels, and then we have events on the other wheel. So
activities.
Yeah, activities. So basically we're going to spin the wheel, get a random activity, and then we're going to get 2 random pros. And you're going to basically tell us who is going to win and why. I think you got to bring that on for me, Meesh.
Oh, okay. I'm on it.
There we go. All right. So your activities to choose from, we got MMA fights, billiards, bowling, darts, airmails, tennis, a 40-meter dash, basketball, or who's the better dresser, okay?
Okay.
All right. So we're going to spin the wheel. The event that we are going to have is... almost MMA.
Almost right. MMA fighting.
We're playing some pool here. And
we're playing some pool. Who is going to play?
The first player is going to be, looks like Matt Guy. And Matt Guy's opponent in pool is going to be Justin Burton Jr. So there you go. Matt Guy versus JBJ in a game of billiards. Who's winning and why?
Matt Guy. No doubt.
No doubt.
Yeah. I don't have any inside knowledge, but I'm taking the age factor of Matt Guy here. I'm sure he's played a fair share of billiards in his life.
Yeah. So Matt Guy's been in the bar before. JBJ probably not so much.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. All right. Good job, Tommy.
I like it.
All right, let's get this down. Okay, we are going to play Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? I will. These questions are supposed to be questions that a fifth grader can answer.
Oh, no.
However, don't feel bad because we
Yeah.
don't have the best track record.
The record right now is 1.
It's getting one right. Getting more than
We're
one
doing,
right.
what, 7 questions?
What?
Do we decide we're doing 7 questions?
Yeah, yeah, that
Okay.
seems fine. Okay, here we go. What
keep
are
going.
the large rocks that orbit the sun between Mars and Jupiter called?
Asteroids.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Wally.
I don't have questions.
You don't have them in front of you?
No.
Oh, just kidding.
Are they on the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We got one. Well, I'm actually keeping score this time. Last time I was like, oops, I didn't keep score.
All right, there we go. All right, so what is the plural form of the word deer?
Deer.
All right, 2 for 2. How many inches are in a foot?
What?
How many inches are in a foot?
12.
Okay.
These are easy. Which one of these is a mammal? A seahorse, a sea lion, or a sea urchin?
Sea lion.
Okay. What's the capital of Connecticut?
Oh gosh.
It's always the geography.
Hold on, let me think. Hartford?
Yes.
Wow. I wouldn't have got that one.
No,
All right, what's the largest, deepest ocean in the world?
Oh, that's tough. It's just, you said largest, or you're more worried, or
The
Yeah,
largest in
I'll
large-
just say
and
Pacific.
Yes. All right, last one. If you want to go all 7, how many syllables are there in the word Mississippi?
4.
Whoa!
Killing it.
Score.
Yes.
All right, so we went from 1 to 7. Nice.
Yeah.
Might have to bring back anybody with a perfect record now and have like a game show night. Where
Yeah.
you have,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm definitely changing my game show to
Oh,
fifth
from
graders,
Family Feud?
from Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of
Or, I
Fortune.
mean, yeah, Wheel of
I'm
Fortune.
more likely to win this one.
Wheel of Fortune's great. But no, I mean the other one. You think these are easier than the other ones that we gave Justin?
Yeah.
But hey, ask me some of the other ones.
Well, because like one he didn't get was who invented the light bulb.
Thomas Edison?
Yep. What's the capital of New York?
New York?
No, Albany.
Oh, I went too quick. I got too confident. Y'all.
We got cocky. What were some of the other ones, Wally? Oh, what's the gas that we need to breathe? Is that how it was worded?
No, what's the gas that humans need to survive?
That's what it is.
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know if it's that carbon monoxide or
Oxygen.
Okay.
Oxygen. Yeah, carbon dioxide is what we breathe out.
Okay. Yeah, he definitely had the harder ones, but we can edit this out, right?
All right, so we got one last game here. We kind of invented our own little F, Marry, Kill game. We're going to call it, basically push, airmail, block. Okay, so you got to keep one, stick with one for like a little fling, and then get rid of one completely. So the question that we asked Justin, we'll continue it here, is, hey dudes, Crocs or slides with socks?
So which one are you essentially marrying? Which one are you one night? Which one are you getting rid of? And we're using the terms push, airmail, block. So block is what you want to get rid of.
Okay. We're just non-cornhole related, right?
Yeah. Just
Hey,
life.
dudes,
I can't wear Crocs.
and slide with socks. Yeah.
All right, I'm marrying Crocs.
Marion. Yeah, committed.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't use
Airmailing.
Airmailing Crocs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a push and a block.
I'm blocking. I'll block slides.
Okay.
Oh, I would have thought that.
Yeah, I quit wearing them when the fronts used to, like, always do that, and I step on them, so
That's true.
I quit wearing them. I switched to Crocs and never looked back.
Never went back. And he's pushing the hey dudes.
Pushing Hey Dudes, I'm trying to get into Hey Dudes for ESPN, and all that.
Yeah.
So.
All right. That's it. Awesome. Thanks so much, Tommy. We appreciate you coming on and spending some time with us.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
All right, buddy.
Bye, y'all.
It is time for Mindset with Meesh. And as you know, we are doing a 30-day health challenge that starts on Monday. Super excited about it. Going to give you all the things you need for working out, for meal prep, and support from Wally and I. It's totally free. So cornholemeesh.com/health challenge. And to kind of piggyback on that, obviously you hear all the things about like you can't outwork a bad diet and, your diet's 80% of your whatever health, body weight, etc. So we hear all
Abs are
these
made in the
things.
kitchen.
What is it?
Abs are made in the kitchen.
Abs are abs are made in the kitchen. Dang, if that was true, man, that would be a lot easier. For the record, as light as I've ever been in my life, I've never had abs. So
I miss
even
my
at
six pack.
118 pounds, there's nothing there. It's definitely genetic. So don't chase abs if that's not in your genetic makeup. Just, be healthy. But anyways, I digress. I wanted to touch on the idea of gray area because it tends to be with the sort of health and weight loss and dieting world. It's very black and white. And Wally, you are a black and white thinker.
It's so easy to justify it. You know what I mean? You
I know.
could find a reason to lie about anything.
Yeah, well, the thing is that we don't exist in black and white. And it's funny because our culture sort of is dictated that way. Like, whenever you hear about a new fad, like when it was the whole like don't eat animals thing, it's like don't eat them ever. It's like, well, what if we just ate them like 20% less? Like, that would be a massive impact.
Right.
But we're like, no, cut them out. It's awful. So I'm a big fan of gray area. And so when we go into the challenge, for example, I always tell people that it's not about, working out every day for an hour. That could be your goal. But if you did 5 minutes, that's still great. And when it comes to food, you mentioned the fact that you had to get fast food. That's a very real life situation. Like if you had your choice, you would come home, make food you like, sit down, enjoy it, and it wouldn't have been that. But sometimes real life stuff happens and you're in a predicament where it's like, eat that or don't eat at all. And so I wanted to give some tips on how you handle that. Obviously, if there was time, you would wait till you got home to eat it, because eating in the car, eating with distractions, it's difficult because we can't focus on eating. And so our brain literally doesn't process the fact that we ate. So even though our belly is physically full, the head phase of digestion doesn't happen. And so the brain's like, what happened? Like, I remember smelling food. I got excited about food. I told you I was hungry, and yet I never got fed. And that's because you were distracted while you were eating. So it can lead to overeating and binge eating later on in the day because the brain's still so hungry for a meal. So that's part of the reason. But once again, when we don't have a choice, we got to do what we got to do. So we have to treat that fast food as if it's the highest quality food that we could have ever received in that moment. We don't have a choice, right? So you might as well make it a positive experience. Like, thank God I got this food. Man, you know what? I freaking love French fries. Like, French fries are delicious. They're greasy and they got salt on it, and my brain loves the taste of it. So I'm going to focus on how satisfying this food is to any degree that you can. And then if it's me, like, I can't really eat meat from fast food places. It makes me sick, like, just thinking about it. so I try to avoid eating any kind of meat unless it's like Wendy's chicken nuggets, which are like the best thing on the planet. So
I mean, my monster burger sandwich with curly fries is pretty good. I probably didn't need to go that extreme with fast food, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so it's about enjoying it, because I always say that it's more important why and how you eat than what you eat, which I know is very different than what most people say. But the truth is that you can actually change the way the body processes and metabolizes and digests food based on the environment that you're in when you're eating it. And so the best example of this is the milkshake study. So there's this study. Did I talk about this already? Have I told you about the milkshake study?
I feel like you did, but go ahead, refresh.
Okay, so quick refresh is they had a milkshake. They gave it to someone. One label was like, this is, fat, indulgent, many calories. And then they had the Sensi shake, which is like, low fat, low calorie. And even the labels were different in how they looked. And then they measured how people's bodies processed and the hormone levels of like ghrelin and things like that after they ate/drank these milkshakes. And they were drastically different, and they were the exact same milkshake. So there was no difference in the milkshakes. It was all based on the perception of the milkshake. So perception goes a long way. So what you think about what you're eating, so the rules, the black and white thinking that this is bad, I shouldn't be doing this, all that actually changes the way you digest the food. Versus if you were like, hey, this is great. This is what I'm eating. This is great. I'm hungry. This is going to nourish me. And also remembering that nourishment is not just about vitamins and minerals, but nourishment is also about the eating experience, the pleasure, the satisfaction, the joy. So I come from the world of psychology. So I'm really focused on the social aspects of what we do versus just the black and white, robotic kind of
Right.
natural science world, which says like, if you just look at natural science, black and white, it's like fast food's bad. If you bring in the human side of us, it's like, but I really enjoyed it, so it's actually not that bad, right? So, and I was really positive and light and free and present and excited. So it actually alters the way we process.
Yeah, that's
that
why a
food.
lot of those diet meals, if they taste kind of bland and they're not really that enjoyable, that's why they don't really last and work that well for you. But
No.
I'm enjoying the factor meals that I'm eating now. Those are pretty good.
So I get those ads all the
Yeah.
time, which is funny because I've never done any kind of program like I've never purchased anything like that. So I don't know why they're targeting me with their ads.
Because I say it and it's traveling over the airwaves and your computer's holding
You're
it
all gonna
storage,
get
yeah.
it now.
Yeah.
So I recommend Cook Smarts, which is what you get in the
Yep.
health challenge. And what I love about Cook Smarts is that it's real food that you're cooking, and it's super satisfying because you get like all kinds of genres. So in 1 week you could have Mexican food, you could have Asian food, you could have Italian food, American food, all in the same week. And it's made with your own love and attention and care, which is what I define as high quality food. So high quality food to me is food that has the most amount of attention and love and care put into providing it. So like a really really good chef at a 5-star restaurant is putting a lot of time and attention and care into your food. It makes it high quality, even if it has butter and those kinds of things, versus the fast food teenager who doesn't really care about what they're doing and probably doesn't want to be prepping your food at all. Which is, by the way, you see there's like robot, like fast food places now, like no humans.
Yeah.
That's kind
scary.
That's kind of weird, right? Like,
yeah, I don't know if I like it.
It just goes back into my theory that like the health and wellness industry and like the food industry really wants us to be robotic.
Yep.
And they don't like to measure other variables that come in from the social or psychology aspects of who we are.
Just reminds me of the movie Wally.
I know.
It really does.
It's so bizarre and unnatural. So, as much as possible, having food prepped by you or people in your life or chefs is going to be the highest quality food you could eat. And when you have to go for lower quality food, try to make it a high quality experience to kind of balance out the lower quality ingredients or time, care, attention put into providing it. But don't worry so much about what you eat. Worry so much about just who you are as an eater and why and how, and sit down, enjoy your food, let the head phase of digestion happen, which is taking your time and attention and care, putting into the eating experiences. And you'll find yourself less hungry and more satisfied for sure.
I like it.
Cool. All right, guys. So we are going to take a quick break and come back with our games. So don't go anywhere. Ready for games, Wally?
I'm ready.
All right.
We got a game going on here.
All right. Okay. Let's go with top floor bagger.
All right. Top floor bagger for me is my state in the moment and practicing. We just got off a mindset with Meesh. We've been through this before, staying in the moment. So played doubles, played in the open division. Felt like I did really, really well. I think we got 5th overall. So I was pretty happy with my performance. Felt like I can compete with anybody, not necessarily good enough to beat anyone, but I was able to compete.
Okay, fair enough.
And then we go into Sunday, and I show up to warm up about a half hour early like I normally do. Every bag's in the hole. I'm talking like 17 out of 20.
Pristine warm up.
I shot 10 out of 12 airmail. Like everything felt good. I was like, all right, I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm not even warm up anymore. I'm good. Get to bracket play. First game through a 6.5. Just the very first sign of distress, I crumbled and I got so angry at myself. And it was a new player that I've never met before, and I should beat him. And I'm like, I just could not remember what got me there, and I got sidetracked. I lost my airmail for the entire day. I battled all the way back, finished 4th overall, but it was just pretty upsetting. And then I go play in the open division, and you know, I shot very, very well, and I'm like, man, how can I not win competitive singles if I'm doing well in the open division? So it's like I gotta stay in the moment more. So floor bagger for me there.
That's a good lesson though, and
Yeah,
in terms of just in life too, is
yeah.
just how not to be so triggered by the smallest things. I always say cornhole can be your greatest teacher if you want it to be.
I learned a lesson, that's for sure.
My floor bagger is no cornhole to watch. Like I was like pretty bummed. I was doing like laundry and stuff on Sunday, and I don't know, for some reason I just was not in the mood to watch football.
Yeah,
Just wasn't feeling it. And so I was doing all my laundry and folding and putting away, and I just put on like a show, but I was like, I would want to be watching cornhole right now. And I'm sad that it's not on. So no cornhole to watch. What the heck? It's not the same.
yeah. Well, we're gonna change that soon. We're getting things set up at the place we play at, and then Cornhole Central. We're almost ready there. And then the sponsor players. I'm about to have a talking to them. We're gonna go live every single day, so we'll have you covered very, very
Something to
soon.
watch.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, four bagger.
Four bagger for me goes right into what you said. Football, playoff football has arrived. I'm ready to sit back and watch it a little bit. We'll be commentating this weekend, so I won't really get to enjoy it live. And I know Jake Brandon's probably going to be watching the Baltimore Ravens game while he's pretending to commentate. But
Yeah, it'll be
I'm,
tough.
yeah, I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm looking forward to playoff football and games that matter now. This elimination style format is just adding an extra element, and I'm all about it.
Yeah, it is really fun, I will admit. My four bagger is that we went to the snow. I love the snow. I love being up in the mountains. It was really cool because it was like this spot that had like a covered area with an actual like fireplace in it that you can go
Hmm.
put wood in. And
That's cool.
yeah, so we got to do that, and it was snowing the whole time. And Rum got to do his sledding, which it was good hills for that. And then we stopped at like a good restaurant on the way where everyone's in their snow gear and it's covered in snow. And I just love it. Makes me
Yeah,
happy.
I actually saw your picture on Facebook, and I had to do a double take to realize that was you because I was like, "There's no snow out there in California." You know
So
what I mean?
that's about
Yeah.
so the snow was coming in that day. We haven't actually had
Hmm.
like a good amount of snow yet this season. And I would say it took us about probably 30 to 40 minutes to hit snow.
Okay.
And then we probably went up another hour or so just up the mountain just to be at that spot. But yes, it's not too far away, but it's definitely not happening at my house.
Yeah, we're getting that. It wants to snow, but it's just a little bit too warm, like rainy mush.
Yeah.
And then in Kansas City, I think they got hit, and power outages and thick snow and snowman and stuff like that. So
Yeah. I don't have to
I'm
deal with all
jealous.
that. I know. All right. Send it or board it.
All right, send it or board it to me. Lifestyle changes, talked about the orthodontist and eating out and stuff like that. So sacrificing a year of going out to eat and partying to become debt free.
No.
Boarding it, huh?
Totally. I don't know. To me, like, okay, this is my warped perception of money that I have no idea if it's good or bad, but I am an abundant thinker, and I feel like money will come in whenever I need it. And I don't
It
need to
usually
worry about
does.
it.
It usually does. Yeah, we have a saying here: God will provide for us, and He usually does. And any time that I've had a struggle, I've always found my way out of it. But we talked earlier about the kid turning 17, and the next year's 18. I'm like, the plan is to have my car paid off by January, and then no more child support. She'll have to refinance the car in her own name, so I free up my car payment, her car payment, insurances, and the child support. It's like giving myself a $2,000 a month raise.
That's what I'm saying. So then
yeah,
why would you pay your debt off then? Like whatever. Like
oh no,
I am just
the
Nick and I
idea
couldn't be more
of being
opposite.
debt free is so exciting to me.
Yeah, I mean, we have a house, so that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. But
Yeah, I don't.
But other times of debt, but like when we've had credit card debt in the past, like
Mhm.
I'm like, whatever, I don't really care. And Nick's like, we're just throwing money out that window, and I'm like, I'd rather go have fun and like I'll pay the interest. I'll make more money later. Like so, I have I have the mind of an extremely wealthy person without being extremely wealthy. So I don't know if that leads me to become extremely wealthy or broke, but that's how I live. So mine's
Nice.
funny because it's also about money, but mine's quarterly taxes. As a self-employed person, we can either pay quarterly or just wait till the end of the year. And I never pay quarterly taxes.
I don't either, and I should, and I'm going to this year, but I never do.
I never do.
Yeah,
Now, I do save money like for taxes. Like I have an account with money
same.
to pay taxes. I just don't actually pay it quarterly.
Yeah, I'm the same. And I was an accountant, so like I would always harp on these people, be like, dude, you got to pay your quarterly tax. I'm doing the work. I have it right here. Mail it here. Send this voucher. Like it's idiot proof, and you're still not doing it. And then here I am. I don't do it either.
Yeah, but I don't do it because I don't want to overpay. Like, because that's happened a couple times where I've overpaid quarterly, and then they have to send me money back, and I'm like, ew, I gave you my money. IRS, stupid. Like, no, I'd rather wait to the end and you tell me what I owe. I don't want to have
nothing useful with it either.
No. Yeah. All right. Would you rather?
All right. Would you rather? Let's see. So we had a lot of success with TikTok at Myrtle Beach. I think we got pretty good viewership as far as adding new followers. So would you rather have more cornhole content on cell phone footage, or basically one good feed on the weekends with 1080p quality?
One good feed. I don't do the cell phone ones. Okay. Doesn't work for me.
Speaking of that, real quick, before we get into your last one, you want to see this hot shot from Joe K?
I do. I watched this live, and I was like, they're like, well, the only way I feel, was it you or Jake? That was
it
like,
was Jake Bragg. Yeah, I think he's on the call. He's like, the only way he could do it is with this. I was like, it's perfect timing. So Jake nailed it. But yeah, this is Joe K against Hayden Gonzalez. I think I got audio. I don't know if you want to listen to audio. I don't know how loud it is.
I don't know either. You want me to add it? Okay, here.
All right. Yeah, so this is basically the round setting up. You can see Hayden Gonzalez again, just absolutely great performance this weekend. Joe K, on paper, he should be winning this match. You can see right there the N1 is setting itself up, but being down 18-14, you don't really want to take the risk and go for the shot, and then boom. Now you're in desperation mode. Hayden Gonzalez knows he's got this. All he's
doing the math.
Finish up. Yeah. I like that block, setting up a good situation here. I mean, because this is what a 1 in a million shot, and that one goes off. Missed the airmail.
Hayden's like money.
Game over. I go in here. There's no way I can continue this. I'm surprised he's not celebrating right there on that bag. But then here it is, Joe K back against the wall. Line drive, airmail, just a clip in Hayden.
The only way in Hayden's face.
I love it.
It's so good. I just loved it because I was watching it live, and it was just like, well, unless he does something like that. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. All right. So my bad. Go ahead and do your would you rather.
My would you rather is based on fitness. So I love Peloton. I like to do all the different classes. So would you rather do like a tough cycle ride, like on the spin bike type thing, like where it's you're sweating, it's cardio, or would you rather do a tough yoga class, which means core, balance, strength, that kind of stuff?
Oh man, I'm bad at both. I would probably, and this is just because of the future version I have of myself, I'd probably do the yoga class and stuff. Like I wake up and I feel like I need to stretch more and do some yoga stuff and learn those things. So I would rather have a variety of things that benefit me rather than just expanding my cardio, because my lungs are gone. I'm not running any marathons or anything. So yeah, let's do the yoga.
Yeah, that's true. Like I don't actually care about my endurance training at all. Right. I just do it because I like to work up a little bit of a sweat. And with yoga, I would have to do it a lot longer to work up a sweat. So I do like some kind of cardio for a little bit and then go into my yoga. So I'm warm. But I've been doing yoga since I was 18, so 20 years. So I love it. But I was doing this yoga class, and it was really hard. And I was thinking, man, I feel like the average person, if they took this class on a whim on Peloton, be like, holy hell, like what did I get myself into? I thought I was taking yoga. Like this was supposed to be like, oh, it's so nice and relaxing. And like, it was really, really hard. So much balancing and so much core and strength. And I was like, this is tough.
Yeah, I enjoyed when I did the P90X because it was different varieties. We had I don't even know what it was called, like air boxing, and then the kickboxing and yoga one day and strength. And that's
what I do. I love all of it. I love the shadow boxing. I love the strength training. I like the bike, the yoga. I do the stretch classes. Like I fully use that platform, right. Which is why I recommend it so much. And It's good because I don't get bored because every day I wake up and I'm like, which kind of workout am I going to do today? And it makes it really fun and interesting. And I've tried like Pilates and bar classes and different things that I haven't ever done before. So super fun. All right, guys, if you haven't already signed up for the 30-day health challenge, head to cornholemeesh.com/health challenge and we get started on Monday. We'll see you there.